Oh, hello, you insouciant long pigs. It is I, Sam of SG1, coming at you for a Transformers Transformation Review thingy. And this time we're going to be taking a look at Robots in Disguise 2001, Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus, the Spy Changer versions, yes. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So we're going to look at Ultra Magnus first, so we'll just move Prime over there. And take a look at Ultra Magnus. He's very nice. He looks like he's contemporary fella, and he's got dirty windscreen. Just bear with me. There we are. Still dirty. This is one of my pickups at TFN this year. It's a small version of. I think these would be called Legends class nowadays, but these were Spy Changer versions. Some nice wheels. These would. Because the normal Spy Changers that came out, they were repaints of the GoBots figures from G2, and they were at least close to Hot Wheels, and these are kind of similar, but they're a little bit bigger, so they won't fit on the Hot Wheels tracks or anything. Now, one thing that's annoyed me about this, though, and it's only a slight annoyance, is these. They could have put extra wheels in. I mean, that one's just painted on. It doesn't even look the same, you know what I mean? They could have put a wheel there. It's, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's pretty cool. There's some nice moulded detail in there. You got a nice tampoed Autobot symbol there. Got some nice detail in the truck cab. Unfortunately, these don't merge into Omega Prime, but you know, you can't have everything. Got some nice detail in there. Some nice detail in the back. Those would be his kneecaps in robot mode. I will have to get these guys out. These are in storage at the moment, my normal size versions of these guys. They're actually really nice figures. So yeah, so there he is in vehicle mode. So nice detail on the front of the truck. You've even got a moulded Autobot symbol done in yellow there, and they roll really well. Look at that, really well rolling. So yeah, so let's get this transformed, shall we? So let's just move the camera back so you can actually see what I'm doing. And yes, I have clothes hanging on there. So we to transform, all we do is we just pull these down like that. Will obviously become his legs. Flip him round, and we just separate them up like that. We get what do we do next? Oh yeah, we get these sections at the back. Oh no, we don't. We flip this like that. Get these sections at the back, flip them up like so. And then we come to these sections at the side. It will obviously become his arms, if you can see what I'm doing. There we are. We pull those out like so. And there is Spy Changer's Ultra Magnus in his robot mode. And he's actually really cool. There you go, you get the full view of him there. He's all legs. But then again, the normal version of this guy is the very same. Yeah, he's got no toes. But then again, no, this is the original guy. And these guys, you can see these will become his kneecaps. There, got some nice moulded detail going on. Let's zoom in on that bonds, shall we? It's a very nice sculpted head, actually. The only thing that's missing is the Autobot symbol in there. And my nails are terribly dirty. I don't know, I just washed my hands 10 minutes ago. Yeah, he's got a real nice head sculpt there. Very accurate to the actual normal toy. Some nice paint apps going on there as well. Yeah, so some nice details in there. And more or less the same details from vehicle mode. But very nice indeed. Very nice. I mean, if you've not got a lot of space and you like these guys, they're quite nice to stick on a shelf, you know what I mean? So that's Ultra Magnus. Oh, in terms of articulation, he's still very dusty. Still need to undust him. His head can rotate 360 degrees at the head. His arms can move about that, but they're hindered by this bit of cable. And his legs don't move forward, but they can move out like that. Sure, should you ever need them to. I got some nice detail inside there as well. So there's Ultra Magnus. We'll just move him out and bring in Optimus Prime, who is the fire truck. Optimus Prime off Super Fire Convoy, I believe his name was. And this is very reminiscent of his normal version. Nice big windows there. Some nice detail in there. You got all the windows painted in. nice details. And again, one thing about RID, they did tamper some Autobot symbols on. They were fucking cool. And you got some nice wheels. Yeah, again, the similar problem. They could have easily made that into one of these wheels. I don't see why they couldn't do that. See, look, this was a recent eBay acquisition, actually. Yeah, the paint's come off there a bit. Or is that paint, or is that somebody tried to colour that with a pencil? I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a look. No, I think it's scratched, basically. Yeah, so, I mean, because it runs along the floor, you know, it scratches up. I got some nice detail in the back there. And he rolls. Doesn't roll quite as well as Ultra Magnus, but he still rolls pretty well. So, yeah. So not much detail going on in the ladder there, but it's nice that they included it. So transform this guy. Let's move that out of the way. Grab this full section at the front, pull it forward like that, and then you separate it, and obviously that becomes his legs, you see. And you can see where this is going. Pull this down, we'll deal with the ladder in a moment, and then we pull his arms out like that, and they just raise up slightly. And so, now, in the original version of this, he kind of sort of has it sort of to his side like that, which is okay, but in this doesn't really work because it doesn't. Because in the original toy, this front section here would fold up, so you'd have a nice level plane. But for some reason, they didn't think how they're going to do the so you can't get him to stand. How they're going to do the ladder, which is a bit of a shame, really. Because the detail is there. They've managed to capture the detail. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Because in the show, he could fold it over to on his shoulder to be a massive shoulder cannon with rocket launchers in it, and you know, I think water cannon was his attack. Anyway, let's have a look at his head, and that is a really cool head sculpt. Very reminiscent of the original Robots in Disguise. Unfortunately, he's not painted very well on his antenna, but you know, for the size that it is, it's fine. And he got some nice detail on his chest there as well. Nice big moulded Autobot symbol. Again, in the normal version, you can flip that up to reveal a matrix. Yeah, he's got some nice chest details going on. Some nice details in his shins there, and you can see this is sort of scraped off from being played with, which is fine. Some nice toes as well. So yeah, it's not too bad, actually. I do like it. I think the vehicle mode is the better mode in this case. But yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, he's a nice little figure, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, just if they could just sort the fucking ladder out, it'd be fine. I mean, there's no way to do it. I mean, I suppose you could fold it up like that to get a nice, to get it out of the way, but then it becomes super back heavy, so anyway, we'll talk about the articulation next. He can do the full 360 Exorcist twist, which is nice. He can move his arms forward, he can't go backwards, but he can move his shoulders in and out a little bit as well. And the legs, same as Ultra Magnus, they move out, and that is your lot. They don't turn here, which is a bit of a shame. But, if you just want a nice little Optimus Prime figure to stand on your desk at work, and you can't go too wrong with this guy, really. They did recolour this guy into a yellow one, which came out in the universe, which I'm on the lookout for at the moment. So anybody out in internet land has the universe version of him and him, I'll be most appreciative. You can let me know, and we can sort a deal out. Now, he doesn't have an attack mode. What you do is you push the ladder in like that, and then you rotate the whole section around like that, because it won't fit the other way because of this bit of kibble. And then you rotate him up like so, and then you can give him an underslung launcher there, which that's as high as it will go, and you just fold it back. It's not too bad. I think it looks better than just having it stood there in the background. But again, he becomes very uneven unless you just position it like that. There we go. It's not too bad. I do like it, but it has problems, So it does have problems. So and he won't stand now, that's it. So there we are. So there's Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime. You can see how tall they are. Go on, stand still, you cretin. Come on. Come on. There we are, that's it. So they're pretty small, actually. I mean, what have we got here that I can show comparison size with? I mean, I don't usually do that, but I'm just showing how small these are. This is Legacy, not Legacy, this is Kingdom Cyclonus. So you can sort of gauge the size. So put them next to him like that, and you can gauge the size of him. He's pretty big. These are pretty small, right? Let's move that underwear. So they were originally intended to play with the Brave Maximus figure, which I don't have, because they scale really well with it. So do all the spy changes, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's really nice, really nice. We'll just take them to vehicle mode really quickly because they are really easy to transform. So we just put his arms back in like that, rotate those back out, fold that in, pull that in. Then we've got this car transporter. Optimus Prime, pull that back, move that out, pull them in, push them in rather, push them in rather, push them in. Come on, why about that one going all the way? There we are, push that in, rotate that up, and then slide those back in like that. And then you're going back in vehicle mode. So there we are. So, thank you for watching me talk about these two. If you like what I do, why not like, share, and subscribe this video? Why don't you like, share, and subscribe? Check out my notification. Click that notification bell to tell me I've got new videos out, and hit that. If you like more Transformers reviews, check them out just there. And I do have a Patreon. I am having trouble with it at the moment, but please don't let that sway you in joining or not. So I've got Patreon up there. I've got some cool rewards, and I will catch you very soon. Bye for now.